Hello, Professor. All right, this week I have my high-level design document here. Milestone 2 shows setup forms, design form pages to add data to database. And like we discussed before, this was more about the query pages. Since I set up the form page to add data last week, as well as the other two items. And the second one was to fill the database with sample data. And let's go ahead and head over there and take a look. Here is one of the pages. You'll see that the items for the canvas, drawing, medium, paper, all of them are very similar. We just have the list view, pull the database handler, and I created the get inventory function, and we'll look at that in a moment. And here it calls for a search, and up here, since this is the canvas page, the search is calling for canvas. This is the XML for that page. I created a list view inside of the frame layout, and each item I set up an XML so I could change the font size. Let's go ahead and look at the database helper here. The new code is further down here. This is the public array list and the get inventory function, where it's calling for the search term. Here I'm just adding each column to the array from the database. And we're searching column 2 for like, and the search term here is where it's inputted. I wasn't quite sure if I should keep all these together, but I decided to put each one as they're used, but they could be separated depending on what each person prefers. And last week you noticed that there were a lot of error messages, so I went ahead and created the string variable or resource list to get rid of those errors. This one still has 5 warnings, but those are just because down here these buttons are very close together. So there's the errors. They're just showing that the actual touching location is partially hidden, but it's very, very minute. It doesn't affect usage of the program at all. Let's go ahead and start it up here. It is a little bit different from before because each of these are now separate buttons of their own, as opposed to invisible buttons on top of the picture, which was not working well for yours due to the different size screen. I've put a lot of extra information in the database, and it allows you to scroll and take a look at each. can use the back button. There's a few different papers. I decided with the gray background, hoping it would make it a little bit easier to see. When it was printed directly on the color, I did feel that it was a little difficult, but those just might be my eyes. I changed it here as well. We can go ahead and make the project. Build a bundle here. Alright, I think that satisfies everything. Alright, thank you.